finger in this eye, the other one is this eye, this can nose and mouth. See, completely block on this one right hand, and then the left hand, the lower part into your doors is already locked. Idea as consciousness come under your Brahma door. See, the when they sleep is the lot of meaning. Not like just lay down. It's not that. Practitioner sleeps a little different. Get up a little different. Make sense? A statue is not making block the Buddha face, but usually the reason that we call means the A door is closed and the Brahma door is open. That's where consciousness come out.
Thank you, Lama. I did it. It's just I just
did
wanted. I do it every morning. I come out with the left foot.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you,
That's
Lama.
good. All right. Okay. Everyone, good morning again. So we need to rejoicing precious time. I can maybe share a little bit morning, a little bit, and then yeah, good morning, and just a wonderful week of the morning, directly to the practice. It's so precious. And we have such wonderful yesterday retreat from 10 to 5, same as today. We need rejoicing because you can see, and there are 8 billion people in this blue earth. How many people they have chance to looking inner peace? They're satisfied in finding real peace and happiness, the inside. Yes, we have relative to the outer things, food, clothing, vacation, weather, those and part of our life. Also, they make sense temporary. And then this way we will go inner, the deeper, how we can share this one to the all beings. Every sentient being, same as looking for same as us. Peace in the mind, healthy in body, and comfortable of the all society, and based on the love and compassion, everyone in harmony. And this way to we grow in this life, and we can end of this life is wonderful. Not no one taking in your youth, nobody taking you before you are something natural die. So that is the way we're wishing to everything's become successful. Your any activities in your life, business life, practitioner's life, anything they have needed to, their dream come true. Everyone as they have dreams, right? So now we're talking about here the practice. Dharma is very powerful. They're changing to every sentence, every meditate, every movement directly help in our physically and mentally. And this also the same as a benefit others. Even though someone requests you and there's somebody ill, somebody pass away, they're not a request to any business company or big company, say, please, this big company, can you pray into my loved one, something like that. They come to the spiritual mandala or the spiritual group. So we will very rejoicing this kind of opportunity to practice. So yesterday also some question is left a little bit for the prostration. Prostration, what is the significant? What is purpose? What is benefit? I think this we can talk first morning. And yes, first we will go to the beginning and the Ngondro practice, and then after the 4 immeasurable 4 ways training mind, after the Sanskrit alphabet, then I will explain what is the benefit for the prostrations, how benefit you physically, and in the detailed part, each movement, how benefit in the spiritual way, and the rich meaning there also. So please share in the text, and So you have maybe your shandrum, the candle, if you maybe lit the candles and incense, 3 prostration before setting, and then it's good, begin to practice, okay? So I did all by myself, and you remember 3 prostration and things like that. And Aaron also, he did candles and incense, and then here our sanghas in temple did it. So everyone did in the internet also, or just coming directly in the kitchen? Just joking. All right. Let's please share the text. Dorwa dai dom je jen be par de je bara je ba dom je ge zo je be mo nam ga da nyam be sam je tham je de wa dan de dung e dang de Nyurdo lan me ba yan do ba zo ge chan jo ren ba to bara joy da la dang ba je be dai ne bara je be gik dor ba da tham je jen be par do je bara je ba tham je ge zo je Ma nam ka da nyam be sim je dam je de wa dan de tung e dam te Nyur do la na me ba yan do ba zo we jan ju ren bu ji do ba ra jo.
All other sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and all-knowingness. May they experience happiness and be separated from suffering. I will quickly establish them in the state of the most perfect and precious Buddhahood.
Nyema sai da zam ji par de lu nga yi sun ge wa la gu.
Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind.
Nam ge ta ta nyam be sam je dam je cho je de sam ji de shin she ba dam je ji gu song tu yan dan de le dam je ji ngwe wo re ju wa che ji gong bo dong zha jia zhe zab xin jung ne pak be gyun de tam je ji nga da.
All sentient beings, limitless as the sky, take refuge in the glorious, kind Lama Vajradhara, the embodiment of the body, speech, and mind qualities and activities of the Buddhas of the 10 directions and the 3 times, source of the 84,000 categories of the teaching, and Lord of the Sanghas.
Yidam jingoro je lazo nam lai jabzo je wo sanje jomden de nam lai jabzo je tambe che nam lai jabzo je wo pakwe gindu nam lai jabzo je Bobo Ngondro che jang song me co yi xie ge chen dang den ba nam lai jabzo je wo Tenjen Zawadan Gyubara Jebe Pande Lama Tamba Namla Yidam Jingora Je Lazo Namla Jobzo Jewo Sanje Jomden De Namla Jobzo Jewo Tambe Chu Namla Jobzo Jewo Pagwe Gindu Namla Jobzo Jewo Bobo Ngondro Chujong Some Co Yishi Ge Chendan Denpa Nam Gyobzu Jewo.
We take refuge in the kind root lama and lineage lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the idams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble dakas, dakinis, and dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom.
Janju Ningbo Junye Bara Sanje Nanloi Japsu Je Judoi Janju Sembo Yi Tsolang Tishin Japsu Chidurung Wenji Deshe Ge Janju Dune Jeba Janju Sembe Laba La Teda Rimshin Barat Tishin Dola Benden Du Chanju Semne Jinji Tishin Dune Laba La Rimba Shindu Lavaranji Chanju Ningbo Chujib Sanje Namlai Japsu Je Chudoi Chanju Semba Yi Tsolang Tishin Japsu Chidurung Wendi Deshe Ge Chanju Done Jeba Tang Chanju Sembe Laba Teda Rimshin Baradang Deshin Dola Pendun Doi Chanju Semne Jinji Tishin Tune Laba La Rimbo Shindu La Baranji.
Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embraced the enlightened mind and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stages of the path.
Zonjia Jodo Zojia Jonam Loi Janjo Barde Dani Gabzuji Dogia Jinsoi Jibe Sonoem Jin Dola Benjira Sanjia and Varaisho Sanjia Jodo Zojia Jonam Loi Janjo Barde Dani Gabzuji Dagi Jinsoi Jibe Sonam Ji Dola Benjira Sanjia and Varaisho.
The Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings.
Mananga Nyambe Sanjaya Damje Dewa Dan Dewe Judan Dambara Juj Dunga Da Dunga Ge Juda Dewa Juj Dunga Mebe Dewa Da Mi Devara Juj Nira Shoda Nidan Tanyum Lo Neva Jurai Mananga Danyambe Sanjaya Damje Dewa Dan Dewe Judan Dambara Juj Dunga Da Dunga Ge Judan Dewa Juj Dunga Mebe Dewa Da Mi Devara Juj Niren Chadan Nidan Teg Tanyum Lo Nevara Juro.
Recording in progress.
May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness which is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
존재 와서 주지 저와도 지소 이런 곳에서 와이 교와 종사 다지 지소 단주도 배워 잔주의 지랑어
Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confessions, rejoicing, requesting, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. Oh, this kind of leisure and endowment is supremely difficult to obtain. When we obtain this body, which is easily lost, do not waste it meaninglessly, but rather use it to attain the ultimate liberation, joyous result.
You can read first English.
The nature of all phenomenon is impermanence. Death is a certainty for all who are born. Death can descend any time like a drop of morning dew on a blade of grass. Quick, it is time to make effort for the essence of dharma. The fruit of one's positive karma is happiness. Suffering is the fruit of negative karma. The inexorable karmic causation is the mode of abiding of all dharmas. Henceforth, practice the dharma by distinguishing between what should be practiced and what should be given up.
Langdoro ne la ting ne be barai di.
In the three lower realms, and even in the three higher ones, there is not an instant of absolute happiness. I will avoid the root cause of my samsaric existence and practice the excellent path of peace to enlightenment.
Sivarai chembe nijai jizade torne shive lam joy do parai joy. Om a a I u re re le le o ang a ka kha ga gang a cha cha za danya ta ta da dana ta tha da dana pa pha ba pa ma yara lo wa shaka sa ha ya so ha Om a a I u re re le le o ang a ka kha kha gang a cha cha za za nya ta tha da da na ta tha da da na pa 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 ma ya ra lo wa sha ka sa ha ja so ha Om a a I u re re le le o ang a ka kha ka gang a cha cha za za nya ta tha da da na ta tha da da na pa pa ba pa ma ya ra lo wa sha ka sa ha so ha Om ya dharma yedu dhamma va yedu dagan da danga da hewan da dagan zai yunir ebambadi ma shamana ye soha Om ya dharma yedu dhamma va yedu dagan da danga do hewan da dagan zai yunir ebambadi ma shamana ye soha Om ya dharma yedu dhamma va yedu dagan da danga do hewan dagan zai yunir ebambadi ma shamana ye soha Om Bandra Sadhu Samaya Manu Balaya Bandra Sadhu Dhanova Didan Dedu Membava Sodagayu Membava Sovagayu Membava Anuradu Membava Sova Siddha Membriya Sovagama Sudame Siddham Shriyam Guru Hong Ha 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 Ho Bhangavan Sarva Tadanga Bandar Mami Mandar Banzimbo Ma Samaya Sadhu Ai Om Bandar Sadhu Samaya Manu Balaya Bandar Sadhu Dhanova Didan Dedu Membava Sodakayu Membava Sovagayu Membava Anuradu Membava Sova Siddha Membriyanta Sovagama Siddham Siddham Shriyam Guru Hong Ha 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 Ho Bhangavan Sarva Tattanganta Bandharma Bandhan Bhava Ma Samaya Sadhu Am Om Bandhar Sadhu Samaya Manu Balaya Bandhar Sadhu Dhanova Tidan Dedu Membava Sodakaya Membava Sovagaya Membava Anurada Membava Sova Siddha Membriyanta Sovagama Siddhame Siddham Shriyam Guru Ha 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 Ho Bhangavan Sovadattanganta Bandharmamen Banzim Bhava Ma Samaya Sadhu Ai Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sarama Zamba Hum Om Samara Samara Bimana Sagarama Zamba Hum Be Om Sambara Sambara Ma Zamba Hum Be Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sarama Zamba Hum Om Samara Samara Bimara Sagarama Zamba Hum Be Om Sambara Sambara Ma Jambun Pe Om Sambara Bimana Sarama Jamba Hong Om Samara Samara Bimara Sagarama Jamba Hong Pe Om Sambara Sam Jamba Hong Pe Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sarama Jamba Hong Om Samara Samara Bimara Sagrama Java Hung Pe Om Sambara Zambo imbe oma zambara sambara bimara sarama zamba hui oma samara samara bimara sarama zamba humpe om sambara sambara ma zamba humpe om sambara sam bimana sarama zamba hum om samara samara bimara sarama zamba humpe Om Sambara Sambara Mai Zambu Huimbe. Now you have the mala and the mala blessing. And remember the guru beads in the holding your right hand and the base of your hand. The group the mala beads and like the circle of the lotus in a circle way. And then you can tap and see the guru beads next to your vase blessing. Om Rose Ramane Bravardaya Hum Be Om Shi Be Mane Dishure Hum Om Rose Ramane Bravardaya Hum Be Om Shi Be Mane Dishure Hum Om Rose Ramane Bravardaya Hum Be Om Shi Be Mane Dishure Om Rose Ramane Bravardaya Hum Be Om Shi Be Mane Dishure Omor Ziramane Pravardaya Humbe, Omor Shepemane Deshure, Omor Ziramane Pravardaya Humbe, Omor Shepemane Deshure, Oma 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 Okay, now I'll explain for the benefit of station and things like that. And you have your pen and paper, note. Yeah, this is special for the retreat. And if you're recording your phone, also okay. And you need to know what is meaning for the prostration. Is very helpful. When you use the phone or computer charge, you need to plug the push button. I already up. You see it in the yeah. Just a minute waiting. Somebody looking for pen and paper. Okay, this is the one on the server. I have the benefit. What is the significance? So now here is called Tagnan. Remember, Tagnan is purity. In your mind, they become in the positive. Everything's so benefit. Everything's for significant and the meaning. So first here say, pay homage to all the gurus and Buddhas and Dharma, in all those and pay homage. So Lani Pema Kapu. So yesterday I said, in the open the little bit, it's like the open the right at the beginning, the lotus flower open, something like that. And this one first, and then temo Chibur Jargap. So one way is holding to touching in your forehead. What is the benefit? They said, that's where they pay homage to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva with the 32 majors, 80 minors. How many people know this one? Can you check what is 32 major and 80 minors? They all the excellent one. Remember Buddha's body is the 32 major and 80 minors. They don't have any other sentient beings, full those excellent things. But each beings, they are one. Ordinary human being for us, we have this lip, upper part of lip is the like lotus, lotus design is the same as a Buddha. Otherwise, eyes, Buddha's very wide and just looking directly to every sentient being. And the Buddha's, the shoulder is like always ageless, like there's a line. You see the Chinese temple or somewhere, the line in the temple front the door. So that you can see first they're showing in the chest. Nothing, they show likewise the always chest, that's straight. When you youth, your chest also same. Then in aging, your chest just shrink, slowly and crank. So then the tongue and the each sentient being, they have one in the quality of the 32 major and 80 minors. And Buddha is all including. For example, the tongue, I talked some before. Tongue, whose tongue is more thin, this person is telling the truth more. And people, the tongue looks like more thick, and there's more lying as the ultimate nature. So Buddha's tongue touching from his mouth to top in here, the Ushnisha, top from here to his crown. You cannot touch your nose also. Maybe not everybody, somebody touch, a little bit. And you think your tongue is thin, but then you come out, look, it's not really thin, it's thick. So now you see the animal, they are very different forms. Like you can see the dog. There's so many dogs, and German shepherds and huskies and Tibetan dogs and all kind of dogs. But tongue is no different. All dogs' tongues are so thin and very long. But you see maybe some other animal you can take care of a few weeks and they forgot. The dog, one you will holding maybe a couple of weeks, they never forgot. That's kind of senseless, always truthless. You can see Marines or armies coming in airport. When you see people, how reaction, or dog, how reaction they see the boss. It's not the same as a cat or maybe horse and cows. They see your boss and not much exciting. You can look, the dog is so much exciting, so much loyalty. So there's in the tongue. It is it's the same, not the same, but the example is like Buddha tongue is this much thin. You can look at many different dog size, but always dog tongue is so thin. Those are one of them. Then you see the eyebrows, right? Sometimes people make the wax, or I don't know, not wax, some hair or some sort of plastic eyebrow. I don't know. Someday, especially young lady put in your eyelash or something. The best eyelash is the cow. You can look the cow. It's so beautiful, just uplet bed like this, It's not making the new design, but the nature, each being like this. Did you find the 32 major, 80 minor?
Yes, you want me to read them?
Yes, I think it's very useful. I just pick up the few things there.
32 major marks of a superior being. Places his foot evenly on the floor. The soles of his feet are imprinted with wheels. He has projecting heels.
Okay, so this means Buddha's foot, in the middle of the foot, there are naturally dharma wheel. And sometimes in Buddha's, the power of his whole energy, the will, looks like almost non-touching in the ground. Because the will looks like power, like magnetic is above, Same as with the Buddha offering the cloth, it's not touching his body. Because called the wound maybe 1 yard, the Buddha's natural light, never close to any cloth. So people can see he's wearing, but not touching his body.
Projecting heels, long fingers and toes, soft and tender hands and feet, webbed hands and feet, arched feet, legs like an antelope. When standing upright, hands reach down to the knees.
So you can try, you will say, I have pretty good long hand or finger. You will stand it up and your fingers touching in the knees when you stand up. So Buddha was, when they meditate, he's touching directly in his stomach and touching in the knees, and also his finger touching in the ground. So for us, short, very short. You can try.
Male organ is covered with a sheath. Complexion like a golden sheen. Skin is so smooth that no dust clings to it. Each hair on the skin grows from a single pore. Hair on the skin is blue-black.
See, this the Buddha unique. You have. I see. You have many wonderful hairs, right? So you need to watch time to time. The Buddhas always very untouching each other, so clear. Now I need to watch because this kind of uniqueness. Yes.
Hair on the skin is blue-black, curly, and turns at the end to the right.
So now you see the Buddhas usually in the statue. See here in the Thanga, I think, hold on. See here, the blue, black in the top above there. It's not in the first one head and not the second, but the curly hair, right? Curly hairs looks like becoming in the like urna, the circle, one circle above there. That's with the natural ornament like the Buddha.
Limbs are straight like those of a god. There are 7 convex surfaces on the body, 4 behind the limbs, 2 behind the shoulders, and 1 behind the trunk. Torso is like that of a lion. The furrow between the shoulders is absent. The body is perfectly proportioned. The span of the arms is just the same as the height. Neck and shoulders are evenly proportioned. The taste is exceptionally sensitive. The jaws are like those of a lion's. 40 teeth. Teeth are even.
So you see, Buddha has 40 teeth. I think we have 38, right?
32, I think.
32?
I think so.
Okay.
No gaps between the teeth. Teeth are white and shining. A long tongue. A divine voice. Deep blue
Okay,
eyes.
this is divine voice or speech, right?
Yes.
So this means they have speech alone 64 different qualities. When Buddha's speech, the universal not need translate. Any being can hear, they're no boring. and everybody want to hear continually. And the Buddha's voice, whoever hear, right away to something receive the joy.
32.
Deep blue eyes, eyelashes like those of an ox. Soft white
Right,
hair.
ox, yes, right? Yes,
Like an ox, yes.
yes.
Soft white hair growing between the eyebrows. The head is shaped like a turban. His head is shaped like a turban. The two are excellently smooth.
That's all?
The protuberance at the crown of the Buddha, called Unisha, is a symbol of supreme enlightenment.
Ushnisha, yes. And also there's 80 measures, did you find it? 32 measures, 80 minors.
80 minor marks?
Just go a little bit.
Okay.
The inspire. When you see the Buddha, people think, oh, nice Thanga no statue. Not more than that. You can look each one is, we don't have this kind, There's each one in the resolve for the Buddha's practice reach one at a time to build. Yes.
Buddha has nails that are copper colored because he parted himself from attachment to all the affecting variables. A Buddha has exceptional resolve to benefit all limited beings. Due to the Buddha repeatedly taking birth in the best of human lineages, his nails are convex and rounded. The fingers of a Buddha are round, reflecting that he has accomplished all practices in the proper manner. The fingers of a Buddha are also soft and fleshy, not gnarled in any way. On a Buddha's fingers, no folds or wrinkles can be found, as they are slim and tapered, which is a manifestation of his gradual attainment of the insights of the three vehicles of the mind.
So now this one, there are a lot of numbers. You can find in English ways, what is the 32 major and 80 minors. So they here explain what caused to make this happen. I think right now we will maybe what you call Miss Universe, right? In competition in the world. I think the boys maybe a competition Buddha will win easy. Whatever prize Buddha will win in the physically, he will win. Mentally, anybody challenge Buddha will win. So you can see, and you can think about it. This kind of excellent quality. Who has the movie actors? Maybe some looks like nice hair or something. Then maybe his short finger or something. So they don't have anyway. So this is your homework. Okay, just to see 80 major and minor as a Buddha, excellent. So now we pay homage. First one, when you're touching your forehead, this way too we pay homage to the Buddha's excellent body, and that is way. And for ourselves in all sentient beings, whatever the negativity, the body, as such as the killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct, and the completely impurified. This your hands touching in your forehead. Okay. Then the benefit is that you received we're just talking about 32 major and 80 manas received. So this kind of you will think that way to you each place, each located what is significant. And hands touching into your throat chakra, and the same is the Buddha in Bodhisattva, or just I said the 62 qualities pay homage to, and whoever hear makes sense to call hearing through liberations, pleasant to hears, one to hears, liberate, that's kind to the speech, and that is benefit way for our speech. There are 4 different negativities, such as the lying and the title useless, and without reason to criticize other and things like that. Those to purify, and they receive the 60 qualities in Buddha's speech. And the hands touching your heart, and pay homage to the Buddha's the enlightened pure mind. That is the way. This is the benefit all sentient beings, in the mind, and the base of the wishing for negative for the others, wishing to sickness this person or wrong view, all the useless thought is purified through the mind, and they receive the Buddha mind. And not only that, all the Buddha's knowledge, excellent, is received in us. Now, in the right hand, too fast, maybe you're writing too fast. I'm okay, right? Make sure. When your right hand touching in the ground, they said, and Buddhas, in Buddha sadhu, especially Lord Buddha, his eons cumulative merit hand, touching in the ground on earth, the billions, trillions, Rakshas, Maras, they tried to, Buddha wouldn't become enlightened. Remember, Buddha's touching in his hand, and it's a proof in the earth. Spirit say Buddha right. Looks like the earthquake. Then no one can say Buddha is not true, telling the truth. Some things Buddha is hiding. So they don't have this kind of power left. Any being, Rakshas and Maras destroying, nobody competed with Buddha. So this is called the sign of the victory. A victory for all the afflicted emotions and negatives and the demons and Rakshas, things like that. The right hand touching in the ground. Okay. So now it's not only subduing those Maras and Rakshas, but also the benefit for the sentient beings and whoever sentient beings they are, when they practice, they are so-called 4 Maras, 4 demons, called Dushi, Lhaifu, so God, son of the demons, Lhaifu, and the Nyomongvedus, afflictive emotion, Maras, things like that, 4 Maras. So this sign can the subduing. Now the left hand touching in the ground. In the Buddhas, the Duvanambashi, Buddhas, there are 4 ways to teaching to the benefit. Or 4 ways, how you say, whatever needed to sentient being, Buddha will give the same this ways, Not teachings, not high, not too low, same, whatever their capacity, and Buddha will know into individual give things. For example, they said, subject Duvanambashi means here, in ordinary people, they need to things such as food, and they need to hear nice things for them, and telling the true stories of Buddha's biography, because they were educated, So those to receive, when your left hand touching. Now say, your right knee touching the ground, and Buddha in Bodhisattva, and can benefit all 6 realms. Try to liberate in the 6 realms. Likewise, you also think that way, I will benefit 6 realms. So this kind of mind and touching the ground. Bumuyom basar paus. Da kono bumuyom basar pawatang teder. Yes. Then bumuyom basar paw de sauche. Now is where we now in the hand, right? Hand just finished. Where are we now? Knees already finished, right? Knees touching.
You can do the left knee.
Left hand.
You did left knee, not right knee.
Left hand, not knee. Yes. All right. So now right knees touching in the ground, and this the Lord Buddha's the liberate each whoever here from different realms. So we just talked the 6th realm, and this benefit also my touching the knees, and also whatever I can't, and any directly or indirectly benefit all beings. And then your left knees touching in the ground. And Buddha and Bodhisattva sacrificed for so long to the benefit of sentient beings, called 6 perfection wisdoms, and or 10 perfection wisdoms, to 37 called Chanchuk Sumsabdu, and Bodhisattva practice is 37, not 37 Bodhisattva practice. This is called Chanchuk Sudun, the Bodhisattva activity in the 37s. That's way to how to liberate. Likewise, my prostration also benefit that kind in all beings. Now your forehead, Deva, you're touching you in the ground. Remember, I used to talk on Buddha there in the four here. You cannot see here, and you can see our statue, Jowo statue, and here it looks like third eye, something called Urna. Urna is the one hair, single hair, as the endless, very long, but they also like clearly to circle in circle. There's very uniqueness of Buddha power, So this is the receipt for us, the forehead touching the ground. Now you will say, hold your body in the ground. So now that way, and from Buddha's the Ushnishiya in the crown chakra. Remember, Urna is between the eyebrow. Now the Buddha's Ushnishiya, as it looks like the main chakra, it's like engine of the car. So this Ushnishiya is all the essence power there. When the whole body touching, that's the receipt for us, or wrapping on the Ushnishiyas. Now you are in the ground, label everything, right? Now you get up, and you getting up, not only get up, all sentient beings, difficulty one, and up to rebirth in the Sugawa, the Pure Land. You just this kind. Remember, when we Pawa said, if you are maybe the 1,000 pigeons, maybe they're eating rice in the field, one of you maybe some slingshot, or maybe some sound. Oh, the pigeon is just automatically just fly. No one in the ground. Likewise, your power when you stand up, all the lower realms and the sentient beings stuck in the lower room, and they come up to the Pure Land. That's where you will get up. See? Yeah. So that's that kind you think your four body touching in the ground. Each one is significant. So now the explain there are 10 different benefit the prostrations. Say I will maybe this one go a little bit quicker, and also very benefit. Say sometimes you will hear Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. We also prostration. Namo Menzushire, Namo Sushire, Namo Uttamashire, also through prostration. Sometimes you go Namo Gurubaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, also you can hear. Then also different language, pay homage to the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, etc. So here's it. 2 hands joined together and thumbs inside. Yes, we talk the same here also. There's the meaning of the wisdom and the method. And attempt on 2 hands touching in your head. This is the highest your body. This means you will wishing to go highest place your dream. It's a Pure Land, not any other place. And then your hands touching in the between eyebrow or maybe here, and all the purify your body, and then throat and speech, heart, and the mind purify, and then the after that, all the hands this way, sugiguni. Okay, here's the. Yeah, incense maybe a little bit bottom for you. You can sue him for iron. I'm just joking. Gary's coughing. I said you can sue for the iron. He has a lot of money. Before you become the excellent body, the 32 measures and 80 manners. All right. Now, so suguni means when you the hands and separate way, first together and then separate means one together and then separate means becoming manifestation. Remember the Buddha's body called Nirmanakaya, Sambhogakaya to the liberate benefit. This way, becoming in the Nirmanakaya power or manifestation or reincarnation, things like that. And also same here, and your 2 feet or 2 knees or touching the ground, and any sentient being is a lower realm or the samsaric is coming up and more lighter, and then come out. Looks like chick. Or rather in the eggshell, and then come out, then freedom fly, similar. So now the 2 hands, they have 5 each finger and 10 finger, and touching the ground means, and your each 5 fingers represented 5 path. 10 together in a finger means reaching the 10th bhumi. Or when you prostration, this kind the meaning. Okay, then go when your forehead touching in the ground. So the sutra, there are different way to counting Buddha's enlightenment. Sometimes we call 10 the bhumi. Sometimes the highest the Yogatandra or the Vajrayana called the 13th bhumis. So anyway, when you're touching the forehead, there's the 11 stage to you reaching. Remember, first 2 hands and the finger 10 represented reaching the 10th bhumi, and then forehead touching and becoming the 11th stage. So this text. And your 4 branch, or how you call legs and hands movement. And this way, 4 activities in Buddhas, right? She is peaceful. Ye as the smooth, wrathful way to liberate sentient beings. Buddhas very kindly, the one from Avalokiteshvara, for example, kindly sentient being, and then the Buddha compassion, 2-arm Buddha compassion, 4-arm compassion, 1,000 compassion, and Buddhas from Idams from Buddhas from the Avalokiteshvara, right? And Avalokiteshvara and Idam become Chakra-sambhara. Chakra-sambhara is the Avalokiteshvara. Then the manifestation, the protector, the 6-arm Magaras or 4-arm Magalas, also the manifestation, the Buddha compassion. Same as Achi, remember? She is the fully enlightened, called Pranjana Paramita. And then the Sambhogakaya from Vajrayogini or Vajravarahi. And then the Nirmanakaya is the Tara, Leri Shitsoje, Magic Labdoma, etc. And then the protector is the Achi, the wrathful is called Pandelhamo, and then the Achi, etc. That is the way to 4 activities when the all our hands and knees touching the ground. So now so when we movement, all our channels and just movement exercise, right? Like your exercise similar. That's called 在duwa. 在duwa means the channel sometimes maybe not too straight enough. Sometimes maybe make knots in a different part. So as soon as you straight and your circulation is coming and you becoming all the energies powers. And your body is so light. Yes, you can check when you meditate, especially in the chi or maybe the air or wind, follow in your vase, right? Vas or vase, and the central channel, more longer the better. So when you air in your body more better, looks like look in the outside car, and the car is holding by air, and the jet and everything's air is very light. So now you see, you eat a huge, I'm talking myself, okay, I'm huge breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I'm just get up. I need a lot. My hands and knees and everything looks like I'm rock climb. And usually I just stand up easy because no meditate. But when you chi or air or wind go to central channel, you can get up and you walk as 20 or 40 times lighter your body. Okay. That is where here. Now, that's where the channels and all the chakras, sometimes not they are in the open, looks like the street, looks like the pipeline or water pipe or oil pipe, and sometimes block there. When the block is the clean, and then the water or oil is coming very straight, same. And then we will touching the ground. When you stand up, say, stand up and never sit in the samsara, and come up in the highest place, it liberate, called dharma. Now you see the back span. Back spans, just up and down, many exercise. That is helpful for your wind. All the wind, remember 75,000 channels, different place going different place, and also the three big channels, they're going out a lot. When your wind go out, your thought go out. So now in this case, all the wind channels bring in the central channel in your mind is so peaceful, meditate. Almost no thought, because thought is blocked. Everything's come inside in the channel. That's called when great yogi is people call Lung Umartsu, means now he can control elements. He or she, and the person is always what you call room temperature, his body, not need to take jacket, like, I have this all the meditation jacket, that kind of needed, because you have now control. So this is the connection to your meditation. I think you're familiar names called Dumu Chandalis in sub heating. And this also we have, I think we talked before some, of course I will offer someday this one called sub treatment. And the retreat master live in the mountain. They completely in what do we call right now, social distance, right? And the retreat, more than that, you cannot see anybody, and almost you're very ill, but still cannot see. That's your commitment. But now, how you can heal, how you can get better physically, mentally. There are so many ways to technique to remove your sickness. So those also through the meditation. This I can explain another time. Okay. Corwell method. Corwell minewa tabatova. Now the physically is the whole body is the movement and exercise. The temporary, this life in your physical is more healthy. That is gives you a little more long life. And after that, also you pay homage to the three jewels. The result also rebirth in the higher beings. Also become a son or daughter of the Buddha. We call Jese. Jese, Jawase means you become son of daughter in Buddha, in Buddhist side of disciple. Some to call son or daughter. Okay. So this is another explanation. So there are so many benefits. What is the prostration? Now I will see here. That's one telling what is going to do. So now remember, and if you are young, and when the prostration, now need like carefully, maybe talk, maybe walk in the eyes like this, big carefully. No, now need just looks like maybe tree falling, root, just easy to go down and come. Let's go. You're not attached to your body. It's nothing weapons. There are nothing's danger, anything. That's why you need very, how to say, yeah, here's the text that Dongbo Salagi, the women's, and the big gigantic tree, and sometimes the tornado hit, how you can say falling like tree, right? Without hesitation, big wind, just falling in the ground. That sounds right? That's what I'm talking, and maybe,
They usually say crashing. The tree crashed. The tree crashed through the house. The tree crashed through the fence. The tree crashed to the ground.
yeah, tree crash is sounds good, but you know, my
Crash.
point is,
Not
yes,
crashed. Okay.
yeah, point is tree coming in the ground, the powerful wind. They are not thinking, okay, 1 minute stay here, 3 minutes stay here. No, just coming down, right? So like body this way, no hesitation, just need to touching, because you can see first orally you make their comfortable, nothing weapons or nails and nothing hurting your body things. That is why prostration is number one. I'm talking, I will give you the number or border. Above the 30 under, you can do that. The upper one is different permission, okay? I'm not making you guys very uncomfortable, you know? Then really you crush in like tree, you know? All right. And there are so many things. So now here, the 10 benefit, I will maybe explain one. One, your body is excellent. We talk about the, say here, not only excellent, your body is a light radiating like pure gold, your body. And then also second is no sickness and always beautiful in your body. And that's why make you always happy. Third, and your voice is pleasant. Of course, it's not make sense here, American tradition, but Tibetans say here, la cuckoo bird. And we talk here, very good in the cuckoo bird. You guys say, oh, oops, you know. So I will say some other species maybe sound. Which species say this sounds so good? And what Americans say, this sounds so good. Do you have any?
Seagull.
Seagull's a good one.
I think so.
Seagull in the under the ground? No, under the water.
Oh no, not underwater.
Where's the seagulls? Like
beach?
what?
Sky, but around the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good sound.
Yes.
Okay. All right, no problem. It's like seagull. Okay.
Meadowlark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Canary.
Yeah, there are so many things, right? No, common way people say, for example, say, wow, this is a peacock. And nobody painting, but beautiful, right? So you can say, oh, this is the sound, one bird, like Tibetans say, oh, this is a cuckoo bird, right? So what you can say? We have the already three this species of mammals. You can say one, which one?
I'll go with Larry's canary.
Okay. And wow, it's a great one. Now the third one is the Handuso, you know, the fourth benefit is, you know, sometimes people say when they're a little bit dark, oh, I'm so afraid. Even though you didn't see anything, but you make yourself, because it's very dark, I'm so scared. And the simple is the light, and you not fear. So this is you become fearless. Fourth one. And also sometimes we talked a couple of days ago, the demons and zombies, spirit harm for you, right? With the prostration or refuge, there's a guarantee. Refuge vow, you have the demons never attacked. When you doubt the protection of the refuge, and demon will opportunity and attack is possible if they have demons. Refuge, they never, because remember Buddha Dharma, all those light and many things, they can see is very different. So that's why they never happen. Okay, they guarantee. Okay. Oh, now we're number 5. How the minimum was. Now you're doing the prostration mentally, visualization, recitation, and so forth. That way, Buddha and Bodhisattva, Dagas and Daginis is so happy because you will try to get out of samsara. That's why they're cherishing for you. Number 6, you becoming in the power. Somebody say, oh, here's, when you look him, is he very powerful, you know? Well, I'm not talking his power is wealth or money or weapon. I'm not saying. In Tibetan call, somebody sees something, you know, the physically is very big, looking is very nice, and everybody just need to go to the taking picture. What do you call this kind? I'm not saying handsome, okay? Different things you can look there. What do you have any word? Tibetan call Siji Chimbu. Siji Chimbu, he looks like looking for noble man and woman. Base of the inequality, you know, somebody looks very shiny there always. A shiny is not base of the suffering. Shiny is come from maybe happiness or something, right? Let's say somebody is always very smiling. What are you going to call? Oh, he's always laughing guy, right?
You might say they're glowing.
Okay, glowing. Let's go. We will say glowing. Okay, then there are some. This is suggestion, but number 6, number 7. Now you become the Buddha and Bodhisattva always near you, because you are becoming important for this earth, because your knowledge is now benefit the sentient beings, and Buddhas and Bodhisattva need to protect, need to blessing for this person, he or she, because this becoming to the benefit. Make sense? All right, this number, where is this one? I'll skip one. Number, just I'm talking is number 10. Number 9 is rebirth, the higher realm. Then number 10, no. Yeah, this number 7 is yes, Buddhism, Bodhisattva. And then number 8 is you become materially rich, and you're unsatisfied, always rich. Number 9, rebirth and highest realm. Number 10, and the sooner or later you will reaching in the 10th bhumi. Then you will say, goodbye, samsara. So those I have the sour text. I just preparing 3-4 different quotations. Make you your prostration is not only pen and knee or back and things like that. You know. Now you see you want to pen more or you not need pen. Miladeva story is also good. Their connection. Great Miladeva said, you know, he was when the Marva Giblada punished, and remember his counsel, the Marva counsel said, great teacher, be careful. I heard the wound horse and mules, they're carrying, you know, rocks and trees. I heard, and the wound in the horse and mules and donkeys. I never heard a human being. But what I saw today, you're disabled, and his backside in the hole. When he breathing, I see his lung. His lung is just there moving. He has a real hole. Can you imagine why are you punished like this, you know? And Marva said, you don't know. Go home. You know, then Marva was so happy. He is really looking enlightenment. This kind of sacrifice, he will become Buddha. And Marva is so happy, but looks need to still continue the, what you call, tough love. Marva is real tough love. So, and the prostration is a mixed temporary. Also, please, you know, caution. Oh, Lama said the more punished body is better. Remember, yesterday we talked about, and the punished body suffering is not really getting into any benefit. If that way, remember the non-Buddhist traditions near the fire and stay in the cold place, that's not right. But this is the base. You see the reason, all those, see how benefit. Your hands touching in the right place, the right time, not stay one place too long, and they get up each time. What is it you get up? What's the meaning? I think so rich there. Make sense, everyone?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. That's great. So anyone, they have any questions, we can talk related to prostration. If you didn't hear clear, remember, there are no shy. If you, I know my English not good. You will say, hey, can you tell me repeat one more time or 3 more times? Then we have no rush to finish this minute, this section. The better to understand the full package or more clarity is better.
Lama, there was a question on chat. Can we control the elements through Amitabha practice, or do we need to realize emptiness first?
Can you repeat it one more time? Control for element, Amitabha for what?
I think he was talking about the well, now we went so far, I don't remember. Can we control the elements in our body through Amitabha practice, or do we need to realize emptiness first?
No, if we control our element is good for us, you know. If you, for example, I would say easy way. If you go to traveling, you not need packing so many clothes, and you know, just go easy to small package, because you control in all, not fear weathers. And also control outer means you control inner. Sometimes food you will go to some place you doubt, you know, restaurants, at the same time you no choice to eat. Sometimes the old food, some maybe some poison sick in your body. You control all food is becoming medicine right away. You have the power to change. That's why if you have the power element is good. Then of course the power outer and then power control inner, then you will report the Sugo, the Pure Land, or the Akshobhya Pure Land, I will go to Shorter Pure Land, any place. Looks like you have already one-way ticket. You already got it, you know.
Yeah, I misquoted. It was Amitayu, sorry.
Amitabha is fun, also long life, longevity. Remember, we talk about people who operation, you know, maybe a couple months ago, years ago, maybe inside serious organ, things like that. And then not need holding your too strong, the airs, because, you know, those block is not what you call, it's not completely healed in your body. That's not helpful. If you never operation, you can holding as long as a very good. In the beginning, maybe you will maybe 40 seconds, and then maybe 50 seconds, then 1 minute, then 2 minutes, and you are competent how that helps your body. And after that, when the long breathing out, you look to feel out, some things come out. And of course, with the meditation samadhi technique, it is come out.
I've got a question.
Yes.
So if a person was not born a Buddha, but
Yes.
they gradually attained it during their lifetime,
Yes.
would the major and minor marks start appearing? You know, would they say grow an extra teeth, or, you know, their skin become more soft and all these things start happening to them?
It's possible, because, you know, if a person is not Buddhism, and the Buddhist is talking about the excellence in the body also, right? And become Buddha enlightenment is not body only, mind. Mind didn't say you are Buddhist, non-Buddhist, or you are human being or non-human being. The beautiful thing is the Buddha nature, every sentient being they have. And only I said, remember all the time, need only connected, the Wi-Fi connected. Similar, you need to follow the teaching, you already connected there. Sooner or later you will get there. Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
I think I understood that when we have all our 4 points on the body and then we go up, is what my note says. It says it's like all the other beings of the lower realms are going up with
Yes.
us. Is that
Yes, when you're up, looks like you're becoming a rescue, rescue in the helicopter, somebody in the maybe stuck in the snow or mountain cliff or somewhere. You will go down, hands, legs, and you're holding, and you're becoming rescue. Similar like that. Not only one, remember, many sentient beings coming with them because their power. Even though Buddhists are the rebirth, the hell room, it's not a bad karma way, because they're going to their rescue. When they see the Buddha's form in the light form, all those beings, they are completely in the no more sufferings, because this time, sometimes the people say, and you all maybe, I don't know how many you have the experience, like myself, in journey for the Himalaya mountains, or some maybe people coming in the south in the United States. They're weeks, and you all maybe a lot of hope and doubt. And somebody say, now you're only 1 mile left. And then say, look, you can see this tree, this side is the freedom, this is non-freedom. Usually you're very hungry, but you see the tree is pointing destination, the hungry is no longer there, because the freedom is more than hungry, So that's kind of when you touching the ground and you pick up all the sentient beings, and you have fully power, so you are not imagining yourself. That way, or when they stand up, is liberating in sentient beings. So that is in the text usually said. Sometimes the earthquakes very different. The natural earthquakes very powerful. The shaking and the damage, but some good energy come. Earthquakes looks like train, shaking, but it's not damage. And also the after the smell is so weird. It's you never see like sandalwood burning or something. Then people say, I think some things happen in this area. The sign is very unique. Remember in the 17th Karmapa and his biography, most you can see English also. They say he was born there. Every village, every nomad can hear all day long somebody blew in the conch shells, whole village, but nobody played the music. But everybody can hear, and then different times, sunshine different located, and some rainbows, and sometimes they are transforming in the usually we keep in the water in a bucket. We don't have the pipe easy to use like our kitchen sink, and then water is becoming in the milk. Those are sign. When you practice, you will so many sign. We have so many we have practiced sign, but sometimes we didn't recognize. Sometimes the appearance in your dream, sometimes you're on the way, you never know. That's why always with the mindfulness, you can find what do you have the sincerely realization, how many you achieved. Okay, yes.
Hi, Lamela. I have a question regarding the mala. So this is my mala with the guru bead, and
Yes.
I have a mala counter. And
Yes.
I'd like to know where exactly to put it after how many beads.
Yes. There are two different things, you can see, just you can show the people. You can show their mala right now up a little bit, okay? The two different counter, each there, the 10, right? The side you can, the white one you have, see this one Vajra. There are two different, you can see top, one is the Vajra, one the bell, isn't? Okay, now you can think there's a need to tight because you will take out, sometimes the other also coming out. This means even though you're not reciting coming, they may be 100, Now you can say Vajra is maybe counting 100. Each one round mala, again you can take the Vajra side, the one. So everything's come here. Now you have the 1,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now the 1,000 you're back, and then the other side is the wood design or the bell, and then you can take out one. So now use the bell side is each one is the 1,000. So now 1,000 finish. How many you have? 10,000. Then third ones come there. I will show you. the small ropes or different small, yeah, there's copper or brass something. This one is called the 10,000. So first one's captain, 100 captain. Second, the 10,000, the 1,000. Third is 10,000. So now you can look how many you reciting. Easy, you will calculate. Everybody can follow us. Okay, see, we will demonstration. See here, same as her, it's different material. Here is the C, this top is the bell. So I have here, see this is my little bit loose. So between here, you can say how many I finish, 3,000. Maybe I will here, this is the water, how many reciting finish, 500. So now here, this one is my 10,000. So this one 10,000, 10,000 here. Once you finish 10,000, this is the million. So I have another small secret. So the millions thing. So this will see we have so many things, and in the public place they will touch what this and that. You know this. You are a lot of restriction, many things they don't want to share. Another reason. So I think so. You make your own design, maybe crystal or wood, many different things. This is called chusha, and this one is a yellow. Also they have. I don't know how many you have, each mala they have or not. Yeah, this one. So sometimes there's strength, this was too tiny. You need to put extra one strength inside. Then the move is a little bit tight.
And my another question is from the guru bead to the moment I place the mala canter. How many beads do I count until I put this string with
Yes,
the
I think 27 or 28. Just a minute. Sum tu gu chung ni chong a job ye ni shu ze duk ze sum ze duk sum so ni adi maybe 32.
32?
32 beads, and you can put one, and then there's the 32 here and 32 other side, and then the other was the middle. And the perfect there, 108, and you can divide 3.
Okay, thank you, Lamala.
All right. You have a lot of new homeworks, you know. See, there are a lot of things coming.
I do a lot of mantras, but I don't count each and every one.
Yeah, now you know how to make. Or yeah, you know, you have big mala, and then you can do small, tiny 10 beads together, different side. And then another maybe colorful, maybe one poro, then one turquoise, one pearl. This also become your 10,000 captains, and you can make your own designs. I think everyone can get right, or what are we talking about? This, I think 32. I thought it's 28, but I count. Right. I think 28, baby, because I have here 3 malas at the Exeter. That's why I have the 111. Okay, I can see here. Som tro gu chung chung job ni shu zak som zaduk some sojic. Yeah, looks like 31 or 32. Yeah, 30 or 31, 32, depends you have 108 or 111. So then you see always this side together here, and so I have this several things. One of this is my counting, and also you can the piece of rope. You can see let's make a rolling, and then just easy to move also. Yes.
What about materials for the mala? Because the only one that has these counters is made of bone, I think.
Remember, Maitreya, we talked a couple of days ago, Bodhimala, 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 and Bodhimala. But the counter is usually in Nepal. We have also our bookstore. And of course, we don't need fancy, but otherwise the gold, silver, brass, copper, metal, and also their wood. You can see many different types, or you can find maybe different gems, amethyst, pearl, all those, whatever you have. But size need smaller than your beads, more convenient.
Okay. Yes.
So, Lama, do we need to have the mala counters? Because I was told by Drikung Kagyu and Ngondro Rinpoche that we should never be separate from our Vajra and bell. But I also heard different things from different teachers. So, should we have the counters, or is it not really necessary?
With the counting is perfect, in everything you will know how many there are. So we are the mala, and you can look the mala, everything's there. Otherwise, where you can keep the notes, I think the answer is yes, the better. If you complete it, the better. So water bell already there inside in the mala, So that's good for everyone. Maybe we can see how we can do. How many you have, you don't have. So we need to think about all the package, the daily based practice, you need to package something. And I don't know how many we have the bookstore here. And you can order your order also, okay? Otherwise,
Don't have what?
the counting. Counting, there are, several different things. Yeah.
Lama, can I ask a question based on the major marks?
Yes.
When you were talking about the Buddha's being able to communicate and everyone understands him no matter what language, I think you said he had 64. I can't remember.
60 quality of speech, yes.
Yes. In the Manjushri praise, there's a line that says he has through the 60 branches of harmonious speech.
Uh-huh.
Is the same thing? Is this referring to the same thing?
Same.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, Yenla took to Yang Densum, and he has the present to hear 60 branch qualities, the Manjushri, the same.
Mama, I never advertised this one out before because it's my secret one. But anyway, here's my counters.
Yes, this one is the Tibetan called Tung. Looks like it's the silver, but it's not silver, but just the other material add. That's good.
Yeah. And it's real lapis, so I like the stone.
Yeah.
I had to save for it.
Yeah, stone is good, but if you're reciting a lot, easy to break because it's very rough or sharp, and always the people broke all the time. But the Buddhi mala is very long and very gentle, and long for you can want strength. So it's okay whatever you have, but the option A, B always recommend in the Buddhi mala. Buddhi mala, each one is a unique eye. You can see each eye is like Bodhisattva eye, we will call. You can see each one. There are some eyes. Can you see? Looks like the tree, cutting there are triangle shape. I'm not sure you can see or not. It's a little difficult.
I don't see the eyes, but I see the wood.
That's good. Yes.
And whenever I look for Buddha seeds or lotus seeds, they're so expensive.
I know, but you see, the Buddhi mala is very unique. They're called, sometimes remember mantras called peaceful mantras, wrathful mantras, and sometimes the power and cannot handle. That's why somebody you see broke all the time. This means maybe truck, maybe carrying the cement, loading the bicycle. It looks like bicycle cannot handle. Likewise, mantras. This mala beast is like big new truck. Anything you can put there, they will carry. That's the one of the secret one. Otherwise, individual things. Oh, I will look at the shoulder crystals good, and the Amidayu, so the coral is good, pearl is good, and green dara is turquoise good. Things like that. It's nothing wrong. That's great. But there's a Buddhi mala is one of the everything.
Because when I first came to Asheville, and there was a Buddhist temple near me, I got beads, and I kept breaking them. I was just like, what's going on here? How come I keep breaking?
Yeah.
I kept
It
breaking them. So I had to get more than one in case they broke in front of a retreat or something.
I can take one more question, and then we need go to sadhana one more in this morning. Otherwise we not finish one session. So we talk a lot in prostration. Also good for there's a meaning. People very appreciate, and I think you also do. Everyone usually we do our morning. Get up as soon as 3 prostrations. Your bed before you sleep 3 prostration. It's not much. If you could, including maybe 21 prostration, it's also good. I'm not talking this accounting for the refuge. There's also exit your practice. You can say 25 prostrations a day, and you will say after the 50 years, how many prostrations? That's good for your body. 25 prostrations, nothing take, few minutes. But if your body is okay before sleep, and people also said you have to heavy dinner and don't sleep right away, maybe you need some movement. It's also good for the digestion as well.
Lama,
Yes.
for the prostration, I use the counter on the phone. That there's an app that you can download from Taga. It's a meditation app, but one of the function is prostration. You prostrate and then you put the phone around your hand and you touch the screen and it counts.
Yes.
And then it accumulates,
Yes.
cumulative counting is in the app. So I'll
Yes.
try to figure out and put in this chat somewhere.
Yes. Looks good, but for me, I'm the old tradition. I'm carrying the mala. Whenever I go, people are blessing. I cannot carry the cute code, this, computer, whatever. This one is better for, and the real, someone come and you will go to the walk, and when your mala in your neck, there's so many recitations, so many practice. That's you're confident into protection. The keyword number and whatever you're talking this, with still your doubt. I think you're a little bit scared still. So this day is so many keyword numbers. So I think it's good. Whatever you like. For me, mala's better.
Okay.
I have a little notebook. I keep track of things in.
This is very good.
It's helpful.
Yeah, my mom before pass, she said, now I need to tell my kids and her brother, say, okay, come. She inviting her brother, say her life. She count how many recitation the all those daughters, millions. We never know how many she counted, but she keep tracking herself in the mala. She never been in school. It's not a paper. She would just look here, 1 million, this and this and that. And everybody is very surprised, this much recitation, so many, so many numbers, many different deities, many different 21 taras, many things. This makes you also end of the conclusion in your life. You're thinking, now if there is a benefit practice, I will carry this with me, nobody taking away. They're confident. If you think Everything's left behind. That's all. When you practice recitation, counting those things, so rejoicing. So that's why I think you can keep in your numbers. That's good. Nobody say how much your procession, but what you someday you will need good message, and say if this one before and after, and how much change you are mentally, the competent case come, maybe will die, or maybe you will go someplace and somebody sick and you go there, you're not empty, but you have a lot of practice carrying with you. Looks like you're maybe 3-4 phone full charge. Looks like you will go a different place, you're not worried. For us, they didn't practice, and looks like they're nothing charged, empty hand or phone, they cannot use much. So that's where you see when the practitioner, there are many different ways. See, if you're developing love and compassion bodhicitta, it's beyond the number. Somebody say, and you will maybe bad things. You need deeply caring. There look somebody say very very problem and they mentally, and you respect the way. This is higher practice. So anyway, numbers good too. Okay, now we will continue with the text. Please share. After the mantras, remember? Mantras and mantras. Yes. So the page 23 or 22 is good, and read the benefit for refuge as well.
The benefits of taking refuge. The merit of taking refuge in the triple gem could manifest in form. The whole universe could not contain it. Even though attempting to describe the infinite benefits of practicing refuge is like attempting to empty the ocean with a teaspoon, there are 8 benefits as explained in the jewel ornament of liberation. One becomes a Buddhist. It becomes the basis of all the precepts and vows. It exhausts all previous non-virtuous deeds. It protects one from obstacles created by humans and non-humans. One accomplishes all one wishes. One gathers a great amount of merit. One will not fall into the lower realms. One attains Buddhahood swiftly. Refuge practice is the essence of all other practices. Therefore, one always should emphasize this practice. It has inconceivable beneficial effects. Through this practice, one can achieve the fearless state.
Okay. Nega wumi shinda yerme be randu sente be mai ninde uzu tenjan zawe lama ne yen lai dun den dorje jangi zu wasa chani do de do garano dorje ji zhong zu da da ren jian na zo jian jian zi gu be shi ni lan do da ji shu dun de yi de mo ko lo de we ju yao yong nang dong song ju nyam shu zo ye so tu sum san jie zhen be de Kesa sanje tondo lenje shu abdo sheraba paru chimbe change tiksum chuji ngaru jo yondo zende chanjo sembe tiksum gindu namje yonso goro cheye samso tamba chugyon suma yazo dende
Meditate the surroundings as inseparable from a Buddha field. In the space in front of me is a lion throne on which are a lotus sun and moon disk seat, in the center of which sits the kind root Lama in the form of Vajradhara with the 7 characteristics. Blue in color, 2 arms, holding a Vajra and bell crossed at the heart, and gracefully sitting in the Vajra position, adorned by the silken robes and various precious jewel ornaments, and surrounded by all the lineage Lamas. In front of the lion throne is the Yidam Chakra Samvara, the male and female aspects in union, whose manifestation is simultaneously appearance and emptiness. At the right side of the throne is the assembly of the Buddhas of the 3 times, possessing all the auspicious signs of a Buddha together with 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate kalpa. Behind the throne is the Prajna Paramita, proclaiming the relative and ultimate meaning of the 3 yanas. To the left of the throne is the assembly of the compassionate bodhisattvas, surrounded by the Sangha of the 3 yanas. Around the base of the throne are the Dharmapalas, an ocean of guardians gathered like clouds. Buddhas, Dharma, Sanghas, Yidams, and Dharma protectors, to these supreme objects of refuge, for protection from the hordes of sufferings of samsara, we, all migrators, go for refuge until enlightenment is attained. I rejoice when all sentient beings are happy and free from the samsaric suffering and swiftly attain ultimate Buddhahood. For this purpose, from now on until I achieve enlightenment, I will follow the path to the ultimate goal.
Okay, you've been reciting this maybe 3 times in English first.
I and all mother sentient beings, equal to the limits of space, from this time forth until attaining to the heart of enlightenment. We take refuge in the kind root and lineage lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the Yidams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakinis, and Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom. I and all mother sentient beings, equal to the limits of space, from this time forth until attaining to the heart of enlightenment. We take refuge in the kind root and lineage lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the Yidams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakinis, and Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom. I and all mother sentient beings, equal to the limits of space, from this time forth until attaining to the heart of enlightenment. We take refuge in the kind root and lineage lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the Yidams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakinis, and Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom.
Okay, now it's 12 o'clock, so almost there 2 minutes. But we can prostration right now. This good exercise a little bit, and your empty stomach. And otherwise, you are then delicious lunch, and you cannot bang much. So now we can prostration a little bit. Remember, whatever you can't. Yesterday we showed exercise. This way, whatever you can't. So we'll prostration is not too long, maybe 5 or 10 minutes something. And you don't have the recording. Dharma Yunanga Tadanyam Samantha, do you have or not? So you do just a minute. Okay, you guys ready to slowly and make space. I can see, I can find. 야, 아니 제가래 패쇼 드는 패쇼 드는 건 진짜 저거죠. 본다 주도 너무도. 제가 저는 엄마 독선스 I saw in the YouTube on when I reciting. I can see the Lama Sonam prostration is easy finding or not. Okay. Otada manjuru nange tada nyambe semjen tamje changju nyingbo la cheje part chenjen zawadang gyuwar jewe banden lama tamba nam gyabsu chewo idam jingur ji lazo namla gyabsu chewo sanje chumden de namla gyabsu chewo tambe chu namla gyabsu chewo Pagwe gindu namla gyabsu chewo bawu kandru chugyun sungme tso nishigi jendan denpa namla gyabsu chewo dadang manjuru nange tada nyambe simjen tamje chanju nyingbo la chege part tenjen zawa dang gyubar jebe panden lama tamba namla gyabsu chewo idam jingoroji Lhasa namla gyabsu chewo sanje jomden de namla gyabsu chewo tambe chu namla gyabsu chewo pagbe gindu namla gyabsu chewo bawu kandru chugyon sume so yishigi jendan denpa namla gyabsu chewo tada manjuru nange tada nyambe semjen tam chanju nyingbo la chige padu chenjen zawa dan gyubara je panden lama tamba namla gyabsu chewo idam jingoro je Lhasa namla gyabsu chewo sanje jomden de namla gyabsu chewo tambe chu namla gyabsu chewo pagwe gindu namla gyabsu chewo bawu kandru chugyun sungme so yi shige jendan denpa so chewo tada manjuru nange tada nyambe semjen tam chanju nyingbo la chege pardu tenjen zawa dan gyubara je panden lama tamba namla gyabsu chewo idam jingur Lhasa namla gyabsu chewo sanje chumden de namla gyabsu chewo tambe chu namla gyabsu chewo pagbe gindu namla gyabsu chewo bawu kandru chugyun me so yi shige jendan gyabsu chewo dadang manjuru nange tada nyam semjen tamje chanju nyingbo la chege pardu chenjen zawa dang gyubara je panden lama tamba namla gyabsu chewo idam jingur ji Lhasa namla gyabsu chewo sanje jomden de namla gyabsu chewo tambe chu namla gyabsu chewo Pogwe gindu namla gyabsu chewa pawe kandre chekyun sume so Ishi ki chendan denpa namla gyabsu chewa Tadang manjuru nange tada nyambe simjen tam Chanju nyingbo la chigi pardo tenchen tawa dan gyubara je Pandin lama tamba namla gyabsu chewa idam jingoro gi lazon Chewa sanje chumden de namla gyabsu chewa tambe chu namla gyabsu chewa Pagbe gindu namla gyabsu chewa pawe kandre chekyun sume so Nishiki jendan temba Chewa indada manjuro nange tada nyambe simje tamje chanju nyingbo la chige pat Tenchen zawa dan gyubara jebe panden lama tamba namla gyabsu chewa Idam jingor ji Lhasa namla gyabsu chewa Sanje jomden de namla gyabsu chewa tambe chu namla gyabsu chewa Pagbe gindu namla gyabsu chewa pawe kandre chekyun sume so Ishe ke jandan denpa namla gyabsu chewa Tada manjuru nange Samjen tamje chanju nyingbo la chige padu tenchen zawa dan gyubara je Wanden lama tamba namla gyabsu chewa idam jingoro je Lhasa namla gyabsu che Sanje jomden de namla gyabsu chewa tambe che namla gyabsu che Pagbe gindu namla gyabsu chewa pawe kandre chekyun sume so Ishe ke jendan dem Chewa tada manjuro nange tada nyambe simjen tamje chanju nyingbo la chige par Tenchen zawa dan gyubara jebe panden lama tamba namla gyabsu chewa Idam jingoro ji Lhasa namla gyabsu chewa tambe chu namla gyabsu chewa Pagbe gindu namla gyabsu chewa pawe kandre chekyun sume so Ishe ki jendan denpa nam gyabsu chewa Thank you. Now please seat. Tada manju nange tada nyambe samje tamje chanju nyingbo la chige padu tenchen zawa dan gyubara je Wanden lama tamba namla gyabsu chewa idam jingoro je Lhasa namla gyabsu Sanje jomden de namla gyabsu chewa tambe chu namla gyabsu chewa pagbe gindu namla gyabsu Over kandre chekyun sume so Ishe ke jendan denpa gyabsu chewa Tada manjuro nange tada Samjen tamje nyingbo la chige padu tenchen zawa Gyubara jebe panden lama tamba namla gyabsu chewa idam jingoro ji Lhasa na gyabsu chewa sanje jomden de namla gyabsu chewa tambe chu namla gyabsu Pagbe gindu namla gyabsu chewa pawe kandru chekyun sume so Ishe ki jendan denpa namla gyabsu chewa Once English, one more.
I take refuge in the kind root and lineage lamas. I take refuge in the mandalas of the yidams. I take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. I take refuge in the perfect dharma. I take refuge in the excellent order of the sanghas. I take refuge in all the noble dakas, dakinis, and dharma guardians, possessors of the eyes of wisdom.
Okay, now you see the bottom of the page 29. and the small letter said, after that, come the result, right? Reciting the refugee prayer as many times as possible. Meditate the refuge visualization that dissolve into oneself, and oneself dissolve into the emptiness. Rest in this natural state. So we need to short meditate. After that, and then and so forth. Now the page 100. Yara luwa jaga dai joso hai om a I re re le le o an ai ga na za ja nya da na da bo ma yara luwa jaga dai joso hai om a re le o an ai ga za ja nya da na da ba ma yara lu wa ja ga za hai om ye dharma do damba wa do de ga da Yunero de Wombo de Ma, Samana Yosai, Oma Yadarma, Ido Damba, Ido Dagan Tatanga da Shavanda Dagan, Yunero de Wombo. Yosova Oma Yadarma, Ido Damba, Ido Dagan Tatanga da Shavanda Dagan, Yunero. Evombo de ma shamana yasavai Bandra Sadhu Samaya Manu Balai Bandra Sadhu Dhanubha Tidanda Membhava Sudhagaya Membhava Savagaya Membhava Anuradha Membhava Savasita Membrayanta Savagama Sudhame Zidam Shrim Guru Hum Ha Ho Panga Sarvada Danga Dambadra Mama Mudam Bajambo Ma Samaya Zai Bandra Sadhu Samaya Manu Palaya Bandra Sadhu Janumba Didanta Memba Sudhagaya Membava Savagaya Membava Anuradha Membava Savasita Membra Sarvagama Sudhame Zidam Shrim Guru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarvada Gadama Jumbo Ma Samaya Sadhu Om Bandar Sadhu Samaya Manu Palaya Bandar Sadhu Dhanuba Didan Memba Sudhagaya Membava Savagaya Membava Anuradha Membava Savasita Membrayanta Savagama Sudha Siddhan Shriyam Guru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarvada Dangata Mantra Mame Manzam Banjam Ma Samaya so oi dea da benzendria avambutana yeso Ruru darum kimuki sowa hanum basham bharadaya sowa dea da benzendria avambutana yeso Ruru darum kimuki sowa hanum basham bharadaya so dea da benzendria avambutana yeso Ruru darum kimuki sowa hanum basham bharadaya sowa dea da benzendria wa ruru darum kimuki sowa hanum bharadaya soha. So this mantras you will see the increased mantra, and in the simple things you will maybe giving food for the bird or maybe something, any you do virtue and you can reciting this mantra becoming multiply benefit, it's not need waiting for full moon or new moon. Any you activities, virtues, things, giving maybe some $1 for the homeless people, or maybe just I said feeding the bird, or maybe anything you virtue, and then you can this mantra is becoming multiply. Okay, so hanum basham bharadaya so there the benzde badana so ruru darum kimu so hanum basham bharadaya so this one is special if you practice in the evening, before you sleep, and you cleansing, purified all whatever you done in day. Vajrasattva mantra is good. The cleansing, if some we directly or indirectly, maybe negative creating our mind. And that is way to purify after that. And then you will short dedication, short practice. Then this mantra again becoming recover all that whatever done in bad. And we do good and continue increase. So now we will short dedication. Bodhisattva increase prayer. Chanjuk Samjo Rinpoche is then right there. Chanjuk Samjo Rinpoche is maybe this page. Yeah, sure. Chanjuk Samjo Rinpoche Maji Panam Ki Guruji Yeba Nyamba Meba Kone Kondo Pewara Sho Chanju Semjo Rimbo Maji Banamaji Juroji Jeba Nyamba Meba Kone Kondo Pewara Sho Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where is born may arise, where is born may not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. Okay, everyone, enjoy your meal and see you at 2.
Thank you, Lama.
All right. Also, maybe if you need, also not need big shopping, but if you have some cookies and fruit, and maybe last session we can maybe do short sok offering also. So you need some juice, cookie, whatever your favorite things offering to the Bodhisattvas, and then you will enjoy last minute.
Chocolate.
Recording stopped.
All right, everyone. See you soon.